All right, my friends, we're going Facebook Live day 2 on what could your body receive? Oh, yeah. You ready to do it? I'm ready. Ready to do it? Oh, where'd it go? Ready to do it. Here we go. Um, everybody. Live and in the house. Here we go. You guys ready for it? Let's see. Fix my lighting. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a little OCD. Hi, everybody. How y'all be? Okay, I might have to end up turning off Facebook on my computer because I want to see your comments without craziness. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're going to be having an awesome, there we go. Yeah. All right, you guys ready to rock and roll? What are we going to create today? Yeah. So let me try and find. We'll let you guys get set up. So I'm going to wait till at least maybe 15 people are live before I start talking. No, let me get set up on this side. So if you guys want to take a moment, you want to share, you say, come join. Catherine is doing Facebook Live on the No Judgment Diet page. You guys are welcome to share. I'm going to get my things open logistically. Might close some stuff on my, there we go. Yeah. Okay, because I think if I can do it this way, that's going to be a lot easier. Oh, and then I can see your comments. Hi, sweet Sandy. Hi, Voika. Hi, Renee. Hi, Susan. Hello, Jesse. Yeah. All right, so 3 more peeps live, and then I'll start talking. I'm going to close some of these windows so that I don't have to get distracted that way. And then that way you guys don't have the beep that goes on. And there's no beep from all the messaging that we get. Right. And so, yeah, so please say hi. Some of you will already have like the invitation to our chat bot, but we have a new system going on where it keeps you up to date when I go Facebook Lives, keeps you up to date if we have a new video series we're launching, it keeps you up to date when the podcast is going to be launched. So if you type in the comments and you say hi and let me know where you're from, you'll get a little invitation that says, hi, welcome to the No Judgment Diet, right? Whatever bot messenger. And this is just our way to make it a little bit easier for you to find us live when you want to. Now, if you're like, I don't want anything to do with you, unsubscribe, no hard feelings, then you shouldn't be on the live, right? Cool. Christina says, hello, Catherine from Germany. Good to hear you again. Oh, you're such an inspiration. Thank you so much. You are so sweet. All right, we're at 15. We went to 14. Shared, you guys are awesome. Cool, well, let's start. What are we going to talk about? I have no idea. But if you guys didn't watch yesterday's, I did one yesterday really about the body and receiving and joy and what's possible. And I have some ideas of what I want to talk about today, but I also want to answer anything you guys have, right? I love talking. I love talking about any topic. And it's something that I've always I didn't really realize was something that's different, was something that I have a gift to do and be. And so each of you has a gift that you are to the world, and you might be hiding it. And so hopefully today I will say at least one thing that has you go, oh, to have you maybe like unhide just a little bit. Right? To have you maybe start offering your gifts to the world in a different way. Maybe it's just that you start being comfortable, being uncomfortable, because change is uncomfortable. Woo! Yeah, Barbara says, I missed the call, March Madness call, but caught this one. Awesome. So we've been doing 31 days of March Madness, of creation, like really, truly creating and creating and creating, and what it's like to create. And so I've been challenging everyone to get in creation, because here's the thing. The reality is that most of you have all these grandiose ideas of how much you want to get done in a day. And the reality is we probably get more done in a day than most people. But at the end of the day, if you're like me, there's still probably 100 to-dos left to do, or left to create, or left to change, or left to tweak, right? I run a business. I've got classes all over the world. I've got a podcast coming up. I've got these Facebook Lives. I've got online classes. I've got a team of people that are amazing, and there's a lot to do to run a company, right? Especially when we're in the growing phase. And so I go to bed every night going, oh man, I didn't even get close to what I wanted to get done. But what I started to do was shift my mentality and go, cool, what did I get done? What did I accomplish? What did I create? Can I acknowledge that? And I've noticed actually in these 30 days of doing this so far, and so if you guys have questions, yeah, let's rock this. I love it. Cool. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Carol. Welcome, you guys. But here's the deal is that really, truly, you guys have these ideas of what you want to create every day. And the reality is we don't get nearly anything, like as much done as we'd like to get done. But how can you use that to your advantage and contribute and keep going? And the ones that have the most success in life, on the planet, in their bodies, in their relationships, is even on the bad days, they find something to be grateful for, and they keep going anyway. Right? So I usually have these grandiose ideas of like, oh, when it's perfect, then, versus like, let's just put it out there, right? Awesome. Who's scared of failure? Failure is the way you succeed. I'm going to say that. Okay. That's a meme. Failure is the way you succeed. Now, what do I mean by that? Failure isn't real, right? Fear of failure isn't real. It's the illusion and the lie that you buy in order to stop you from making a choice that could change your life. That's a meme, right? Fear of failure is the lie that you buy in order to stop you from making a choice or a change that will transform your life, that will create greater for your future. And so failure literally is the willingness to succeed. Why? Because we don't get it right the first time. I married 2 husbands. I didn't get it right the first or the second time, right? Third one's out for jury. We're not even going there. And so we have these like grandiose ideals that success looks like people being lucky. Most of like the famous people that I know, some of them that I've worked with, I've watched them grind and gruel and work their butts off. They're waking up at 4 a.m, working out before anyone else. They're waking up and either meditating or going for a run, or like reading a book that inspires them, or they're rehearsing, or they're practicing nonstop. And so failure is the willingness to succeed, right? Because it's not really failure. It's just tweaks. It's giving you information. And so what if right now, today, you guys are willing to let go of the idea that you can fail? How, like, one of the things that I love doing when I go into a live class, especially somewhere I've never been before, and I have no idea who these people are, I have no idea who's showing up. I may have seen some of them before, they may have watched me online, some of them I've never met in person. Like, I love going to live classes, and the first thing I ask before I even facilitate the class is, how can I screw this up today? Right? Instead of, how can I get this right? Woo-wee! Daniel says, thank you for your magic. You're so welcome. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for being here. I adore you guys. So please ask questions. What do you guys want to create in your life? What can I contribute to you and your bodies? I will continue to talk. I have a topic I want to talk about, but do you notice that when you get around someone that inspires you, that gets you to look or see things differently, right? Just by them being them, just by, like, I get excited to share this information, to talk about these tools, because I, 7 years ago, was a full-time hairdresser, cutting hair, making around $50,000 a year, and I was cutting some of my clients who were traveling around the world, having private planes, having nannies and staff, and like going all over the world, and I'd be like, oh my God, that's never going to be me, while simultaneously going, oh my God, that's the life I want to be living. That's what I want to create. And it's interesting, I pinched myself because 7 years later, 6.5 years later, I am creating a life and living that I'm like, wow. But prior to that, I was always feeling lethargic, super tired, really burned out, right? I always had this joy of living, but it was like masked with some sadness while trying to pretend that life was okay. And I was exhausted and I was tired. And so if you guys can relate and you're watching this right now, woo, cool. I'm going to answer that, Barbara. That is a great question. So please ask your questions, you guys. Your body's desire to contribute to you greater than you could ever imagine. And so 7 years ago when I was cutting hair, and I remember these moments, right? And I was just like, I remember specifically, I was cutting, and look, I loved my clients. Some of them were my closest friends, and they had these amazing lives that I didn't yet have, right? And there was one summer that I actually couldn't even pay $600 to get my car fixed. And so I rode my cruiser bike 3 miles to work and 3 miles back. And you know how they say, like, oh my God, uphill both ways. I literally was riding a fixed gear cruiser bike from 1975 of Schwinn. If anyone knows, I'm kind of a bike junkie, if you guys don't know that. And I'm riding this, and it was actually, so it's in repair. It's actually sitting in my old house in the yard, but I painted it myself in college, actually after college, and it was lime green with lemon yellow fenders. It was a 1976 Schwinn Cruiser, fixed gear, right? The really uncomfortable seat. And so because I couldn't afford to spend $600 to fix my broken down car, right? My Volkswagen Passat that I'd paid cash for when I was 26 years old. I was now then, I don't know, 31, 32, 30, somewhere in there. I couldn't afford to fix my car. So I rode my bike to work and back, it was uphill the whole way. And I don't know if you guys have ever tried to ride a 1976 Schwinn Cruiser that probably weighs 30, 40, 50 pounds uphill. It is not an easy task. And so I remember I would be like sweating and grunting. I remember I got home one night and I was living with my son's father, and we don't think we were married yet, but we were about to get married. And I remember like literally coming home sweating, grunting, tired, exhausted, frustrated, broke, right? And I just started breaking down in tears. And he's like, what's wrong? I was like, I'm tired of riding my bike to work. He goes, I'll give you the money to fix your car. And I was like, what? Like, he goes, I thought you just wanted to ride your bike and that you didn't care. And I'm like, oh my God, all it took was for me to ask, right? And after that summer, my life started to change. I found the tools of Access Consciousness. I started using these wild, wacky, amazing tools that totally transformed my life. And 7 years later, it's like, oh my gosh, change and transformation and living your dream life truly is possible, right? And now I just have bigger dreams and more dreams. And part of my dream is to see 10 million bodies out of judgment, because it's my belief that if we can live on this planet without judging our bodies, right? Judging ourselves, judging what we look like, judging how much money's in our bank account, judging the size of our ass, judging the size of whatever other body part you judge, right? If we can actually not judge, we are contributing to creating a more conscious world. And I don't know about you, but I want the planet around for as long as possible. I want to be around for as long as possible. And I want my son's generation, if he chooses to have kids, right? No projection, right? To literally live on a thriving planet. And I know it's possible. Well, we got some work to do, my friends. Woo! Okay, that is a great question. So I'm going to answer Sandy's question first. Barbara, I promise I'm going to get to your question. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I'm an Access Consciousness certified facilitator. I'm also a Being You certified facilitator. The handsome Dr. Dane here now has 2 amazing books, Being You, Changing the World. Definitely check it out. It's an incredible book. We can actually put the link, but we'll have to do it after the live if you guys don't have it. And then the Gentleman's Club and Being a Gentleman. And it's like, whew, yeah, that's my son's nighttime reading. Okay, so Sandy's asking, what would it take to believe there isn't anything wrong with me or my body? I know you're going to hate this. I know you're going to hate this, but it's choice. And I'm going to tell a story. You guys know I like stories simply because it puts it in context. You may see me now and, judge me for being pretty or obnoxious or crazy or whatever, right? But there was a time in my life where I literally, and not just a small time, 20 years of my life, I literally thought I was the ugly duckling. I thought I was the fat, ugly girl in the corner of the room that nobody liked, right? And it wasn't until years later I just figured out that I was intimidating to people. I thought people didn't like me. So she's asking, what would it take to believe there isn't anything wrong with me or my body? So I've got a couple questions. One is, would you be willing to go, and is there a moment in this lifetime where you didn't actually judge your body? Is there a moment in this lifetime that you didn't judge you? Or is it, and I know this is weird for some of you watching going, what? She's talking about other lifetimes? I only believe there's one lifetime, right? I don't. So if you only believe there's one lifetime, that's okay too, right? Still, what I'm sharing with you can give you more information. And so we are taught that in order to fit in order to, be kind in school and be quiet and ask questions and get our homework done and be the good kid and blah, 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 we're taught to contract this giant ball of energy that we are. And when we start to contract this giant ball of energy that each of us came in with, right, over time we get tired, exhausted, and frustrated. And at some point, most of us decide to give up, right? So if you guys are resonating with this, is there a time in your life where you decided to give up? Ooh, okay, so can we go back in time? I know this is weird. Can we go back in time and change it? I believe that it's possible. And I know for me that I have gone back in time and changed the traumas of my life, the pains of my life. My dad dropped me on my head when I was a little girl. He was drunk at a wedding and he was tossing me up in the air and oops, falls the baby and head sideways. No wonder why I was screwed up most of my life, right? And, I've gone back in time and gone, you know what? Every thing that happened to my body and my being and my energy and everything I decided in that moment, I erased that memory so it no longer impacts my future. Yes. Okay. So, Sandy, if you're surrounded by people who hate their bodies or hate their lives or don't think anything else is possible, is it possible for your body to expand out and become aware of other people on the planet who might like their bodies, who might like who they are, and you could start to say hi to them from a distance? I know this is kind of wacky. If you guys are just discovering this for the first time, welcome. Hi. But here's the deal. We're talking about possibilities in future. And most of us, I'm an ex-trained psychologist. Most of us, I didn't finish grad school, but almost. Most of us are taught that in order to create our future, we have to go back in time and talk about the pains of the past. Well, I don't know about you, but every time I talk about the pains of the past, I go into sadness and depression. So when I have to look at the future, yeah. So, wow, cool. Sandy says, yes, awesome, my friend. Right. So believe that there's anything possible. So how many people on the planet believe that anything is possible with their body? Less than 5% or more? Less than 10% or more? So just notice for you where you land on what you think and believe is possible. Okay, what would it take to believe there isn't anything wrong with me or my body? Whoo-wee. And Chris, I forgot to tell you, if you're on, can you just say yes for me? I'll probably either just say it out loud on Facebook or send you a message. So, yeah. So there aren't a whole lot of people on the planet that believe there isn't anything wrong with their body. It's why I created the No Judgment Diet, because you can compliment someone who you think is pretty. You can compliment someone for having a beautiful singing voice or for like performing really good on stage. You can compliment someone for a beautifully home-cooked meal. You can compliment someone for the gift they are in your life. Right? But most people refuse to receive the compliment. Why? Because they go in, and especially with bodies. Like I know people complimenting their hair and you're like, oh, I need to get my hair done. Oh, this old thing, right? Or, oh my God, I like your shirt. Oh, well, I got it at a garage sale, right? So Sandy gets less than 5%. Okay, so if you're really psychic and your body is really aware, here's the thing, you guys, how many of your bodies are aware of more than 5,000 miles around you right now? Yes or no? Okay, and if you're just joining and you're like, oh my God, she's asking crazy questions. Okay, your body and you know, and you've always known, right? As an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, one of the taglines of Access is empowering you to know that you know, right? Because our belief is you know. You've always known. We just, over time, when we get sad or depressed or we contract our energy or we give up, we forget that at one point we knew. And we still do know, but sometimes we got to take off the layers and the lies and the stuck points of views and the heavy family trauma drama and the post-traumatic stress disorder and the anxiety and the depression. We got to like tear those off of who we are and start choosing to live. And the only way that I know that it's happened for me is instead of diving in to figure out what's wrong with me, instead of diving in to go, oh, this is what's wrong and this is what needs to fix, I will be spending the rest of my life trying to fix. So instead of that, I have to actually energizing, waking up and making a choice. And so one of the questions I've been asking every day that Gary gave me, I don't know, a year ago, actually, he gave it to a lot of people, is what does consciousness require of me today? And I've been asking that every morning when I wake up. And every morning when I wake up, it's like, don't judge you. Don't judge your body. Don't judge your choices. And it's like, okay, right? I recently moved to Aspen, and holy cow, there's so much wealth here, but there's also a lot of people that freak out about money. There's a lot of people that are working $20 an hour jobs, and they're working at Louis Vuitton, or they're working at Prada, or they're working at Gucci, but they're making no money. I mean, rent is not cheap in this town. And so there is this lavish luxury here, but there's also a whole lot of people that work really hard because the wealth of living here, of being in the mountains, of skiing and mountain biking and hiking, and like, the beauty and the nature here is so beautiful that people sometimes will make that choice, right? And so the past couple of days, I've been really aware of the intensity of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? And I kept like, I started freaking out about money, and I was like, okay, this isn't mine. This is not my freak out, right? Yeah, I love you guys. Okay, so Sandy's saying less than 5%. So if less than 5% of people on the planet are the people on the planet that don't think anything is wrong with their bodies, truly, or anything wrong with them, then it might be challenging if you're as psychic as you are. So elephants can be aware with their vibration of their feet of up to 8,000 miles around them at all times, right? And so if your body has any similar resonance and your body is aware of 1,000 miles, 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 8,000 miles around you at all times, and 95% of those people, 8,000 miles around you at all times, think something's wrong with them, aren't happy, or totally depressed, are anxiety ridden, your body's gonna pick up that signal, and you're gonna spend the rest of your life trying to fix that something's wrong with you. So the only way to choose to change it is to demand that whatever it takes, you're going to find you're happy, right? Access Consciousness right now has a bunch of videos on get your happy on. Why? Because we're not taught to be happy. We're taught to be quiet. We're taught to not make waves. Like even my son, who's 6 years old, he's on spring break right now, and he's cutely watching a video. He's like, I'm making him watch inspirational videos, right? It's part of his home play, right? Because my belief is that if we teach ourselves, whatever age, young, middle-aged, old age, whatever age you are, just getting started, right? You teach yourselves, because in almost every, I'm going to call it psychology, the people that talk about success say it's a choice to have it, right? It's also a choice to buy that failure is real, right? It's a choice to buy that fear is real. And so, yes, so demand to find my happy. So one of the things you can do, Sandy, in particular, is start to acknowledge that your body may be aware of up to 8,000 miles around you at all times. And if your body's aware of up to 8,000 miles around you at all times, and only 95% of those people are freaking miserable, there's some capacity your body might be doing or being, right? Like people who sometimes get sick, they have a capacity to heal their other bodies, but they're not acknowledging it. And so how happy were you before you came to this planet? And how unhappy did you get because your family squashed your joy and you let them? Now, no offense, over time, almost all of us let our family squash our joy, right? Almost all of us let our family squash our joy. And they don't mean to. Like, I still squash my son's joy. I watched it the other day and I was like, oh, Pock and Pod, right? Using the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. Pock and Pod. So we're not perfect, and none of our parents are perfect, and none of us are perfect. But here's the thing. We have a choice today, not to dwell on the past, not to dwell on what we didn't do or choose yesterday. But right now, you have a choice to choose to ask your body to show you the energy of happy. For you, right? And Dr. Dane here, he did an amazing Facebook Live last week. If you guys haven't watched it, please go watch it. It's on this page, No Judgment Diet business page. It's also on his page, right? Dr. Dane here on his business page. And it's kind of all over the internet. I think it's gotten a lot of views. It was an amazing Facebook Live. And he talked about in that everybody has a different version of happy. But if you decide you have to be happy like somebody else is happy, it's going to make you depressed. Right? If you decide you have to build a business like somebody else's business, it's going to make you depressed. If you decide you have to create your body the way that other people create their body, I spent 20 years of my life and over $250,000 trying to create my body as skinny. Okay. And some of you look at me and go, oh, you are skinny. And I'm like, oh no, I wanted to be like anorexic diet runway model skinny. And I got there, but I almost died. And I got there, and when I got there, I was so pissed off because I still hated my body. At 96 pounds in a hospital with machines and IVs hooked up to me, I woke up and I was still pissed. Why? Because no amount of diet and exercise could fix the mental construct. And so when I go, oh, you're so welcome, Sandy. She says, yes, thank you. Demand to find my happy. Yes. And so this is the thing, you guys, is you may not have been happy yesterday. You may not have been happy last week. You may not have been happy for 20 years of your life, but it doesn't matter. You can wake up today and go, whatever it takes. Your version of happy and your body's version of happy is different than anybody else's version of happy. So start being happy. Like, it's a choice. And so, like, during my money freak out in the last 24 hours, I went, oh my God, it's not mine. Return to sender, right? One of the tools in Access. It's also what we teach in the foundation class. And so it was like I kept returning to sender, but it wasn't working. I was like, okay, here. So if you guys find yourself knowing that something isn't yours, you know that the depression isn't yours, you know that the freak out isn't yours, you know that the anxiety or the panic attacks aren't yours, right? And you keep returning to sender, but it keeps coming back, ask, where did you buy the lie that was yours and that was real? Okay, so if we can put that in chat, where did you buy the lie that was yours and that was real? Woo-wee. Okay, where did you buy the lie that was yours and that was real? Okay, Chris, I think you're on as me. I love it. Cool. So I'm going to invite you guys. I'm not going to do it right now. And, you know, I unfortunately have had sometimes technology, when you're growing and building, things break and links break. And so I have this amazing new system that we're using. And I have this really cool live class I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to invite you guys on if you join. And if you're live, you'll have a chance to win a free 30-minute one-on-one private session over Zoom with yours truly, right? We're going to do a live class, and it's called How Many Diets Has Your Body Failed At? That's the first part. And then finding the joy with your body. So if you're one of those very rare people who has never tried to change their body or lose a pound or get more muscle or change your butt size or change your abs, if you're one of those very rare people that has never tried to change, then this might not be for you. But if you're like, wow, how and where are all the places that I'm still trying to change my body? Right. And so, Chris, we have a different link that we have to. Yeah. Hannah says, ooh, brilliant. Cool. You're so welcome. I love it, Chris. She's incognito. So we will post this link for you. It's a brand new link. Chris, if you can go into the back end of the system and find the link, it's just named different. I can find it. I might pause and find it, but we'll find it. We'll put it in the chat. We'll also put it at the top of this video. So if you guys want to join us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, if you are on live, you'll be get a chance to win a free 30-minute session with me, private session. And if you're not on live, we will be sending out the recording, but no promises, because sometimes technology doesn't work. I've had like 3 recordings in the last month that we couldn't send out as a recording because something happened on the back end with the logistics. So if you can be on, don't chance it. Just come on live, right? It'll be fun. I promise we're going to do more of this energy, but I'm also going to dive more into like what's actually possible to get you out of it. You're going to get a little bit more of this, right? Just in a different way. So if that would be fun for you, we will make sure to, yeah, Karen says we'll be flying. Well, if you want the replay, we probably will only leave the replay up for a little bit because I'm actually doing these now. We're going to start doing these live classes weekly, right? And they're free, and you can come on and you'll be entered if you join live for a chance to win a 30-minute private session with me. Does that sound amazing? I think that sounds amazing. Oh, the link for the class tomorrow, the free live class tomorrow. So it's in there, and I can find it. Maybe I'll talk and find it at the same time. So what I want to offer you guys is really, truly what is possible with you. And so here's what I want to say is we have the link, but our technology is really screwed up right now. And something is going haywire with our system. So if you register, right? Or actually, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Chris, you might hate me, but this is what we're going to do. If you guys want us to personally send you the link once it's fixed, because what's going to happen is you'll sign up and you'll literally get 20 emails that are like, not 20, I'm exaggerating, but you'll get 6. And what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to get like, oh my gosh, we're so excited for you to join the class. And here's your information, but it's not working. So the emails are being sent out of order and it's really confusing. And some people got the emails and then they're like, we've been waiting online for you for 2 hours. And I'm like, the class isn't until tomorrow. So if you would like us to send you the link once we get it fixed, which will hopefully be in a couple hours, will you please message, just say me, send me the link, me, right? I want the link so we can register for the live class tomorrow. We will make sure to send it to you personally, and then we will also put it in the link. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, baby. I'm excited about tomorrow. So start asking, and Sandy, I know you've been working on this a lot, so start asking, what is the lie that you bought about you and about your body that keeps this in place? And at what age did you decide that something was wrong with you? Holy cow. Wow. So do you guys want to let go of that? Do you just notice the energy? So at what age did you decide that something was wrong with you? That. Okay. And we're just going to let it go. So a lot of times the key to change, right? The key to change is simply to acknowledge the energy when it comes up, right? Those of you that follow Access Consciousness and use the Access Consciousness clearing statement, you are welcome to use it for the purpose of this video. I'm not going to use it today. I do use it a lot in my life, and it's changed almost every area of my life with total ease. I don't know where I'd be without the tools of access. Probably still cutting hair and pissed off, or not even on this planet. Wow. Cool. Barbara, I'm going to get to your question, I promise. Okay, cool. So Voika says, oh my God, never did that. Yeah, I'm willing to go back and do it. Okay, cool. Whoa. Hi, Delina. Welcome, welcome. So Voika says, we humanoids have ease in complimenting everybody and find the beauty in every soul. But when it comes to compliments ourselves and seeing the beauty of ourselves in our body, boom, lights go off. It's exactly. That is why I'm doing the no judgment diet. Because imagine with 10 million bodies out of judgment, we can be like, hey, I look awesome today, right? What else is possible? And that's the invitation that's required for us to change the earth, right? For us to have longevity, to have sustainability, to have more happy people. right? Right. Demand to find my happy yes. And then Sandy, start asking, and everybody else can start asking, wow, body, can you show me my version of happy? Can you show me the energy of happy? Maybe I've been misidentifying and misapplying happy as like, I gotta be like crazy Catherine, right? Like my happy sometimes is a little much, right? And I get that, and I'm okay with that. But I wouldn't want to try and be like that. That's a little insane, right? For me, but somebody else, that would be their version. And so some people's version of happy is meditating. Some people's version of happy is sex. Some people's version of happy is tons of freaking money. But there are plenty of people on this planet with tons of freaking money, and they ain't so happy, right? They're like, they're surgering themselves out of any joy that was left in their body. Okay, cool. So, oh, you're so welcome. So, yeah. Hannah says, cool. Or, oh, brilliant. I've been running into a lot of that lately. Such a contribution. Thank you. You are so welcome. Karen says, sounds amazing. We'll be flying. Well, you can join. Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. So all of you guys that said me, and if you are just joining, we also, when you say me, you should be getting a little invitation that says, hey, welcome. You just joined our Facebook Messenger. So this is a way for us. I'm going to start doing a lot more Facebook Lives. This is a way for us to stay in touch and for you to go be like, oh, Catherine's on Facebook. I want to hear it. Or, oh, if you want to unsubscribe at any time, please feel free. But this is a way for us to stay in touch so that you can stay tuned. People are always saying, Catherine, how do we find your classes? How do we find what you're doing? You're all over the world and you're so spontaneous. Sometimes you have a hard time. This is our way of trying to share with you and invite you into possibilities that you can play with. Lots of free stuff. The podcast will be launching soon, so we'll let you know through that. And I love all of you guys. Send me the link. Okay, so we've got you. I love you. Okay, Caroline says, yes, had the awareness today. Aw, I love you guys. Had the awareness today that the no judgment diet is as well the climate changer. Yeah, I like it. So what would it take to double the 10,000 or 10 million, what totally is 20 million, right? Let's go for a billion. Why not? 7.7 billion people on the planet. Let's have a billion bodies with no judgment. And this is the thing, you guys, it starts with you. If you're looking for other people, waiting for them to choose it, you're going to die first and they're going to die unhappy, okay? And you'll just die pissed off, right? But if you're like, oh, I am going to do whatever it takes to be my version of happy, right? And commit and be it, then you will be the invitation that others are seeking, okay? And you will just rub, like people, it's funny, I go to the grocery store and people like smile at me, I've never met them before, and they're like, you're really cool. Can I rub off? I mean, people ask me for my business cards in the most random places. Why? Because I do my best not to try to shut myself down, but I have my cranky days. I have my days where I buy poverty or lack is real. I have my days where I'm cranky in my body and I'm pissed off, right? I have my days where I'm like, a bad parent, okay? It's just like, keep going. Who cares? It's just a part of living. And if we don't judge our choices and instead embrace the possibilities, we'll have a totally different future. Can you guys tell I'm pumped? Are you guys as pumped as I am? Okay. Hannah says, ooh, great question. Yeah. So my friends, start asking what is truly possible with your body that you've never considered. And I talked a little bit about this on yesterday's Facebook Live. So today is part 2 of receiving. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing, I'm crazy. Yes, I'm crazy, but I want you guys to share and invite your friends. And who can this contribute to? We are going to do another Facebook Live tomorrow at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So today's was 2. Tomorrow's is 1. And then I'm doing the live class on Zoom where you need a special link to join. So not on Facebook Live, it's on Zoom. And we will make sure to fix that. As soon as we fix it, we'll make sure to give you guys the links. And so we will go on live. And so if you guys want to share this, if you want to share that we're doing it again tomorrow, but I'm going to talk about something totally different. Yesterday's was totally different for those of you that were on live. And so one of the things that we talked about yesterday is that this concept of, and I'm going to go, sometimes I'm in all of your heads sometimes. I don't mean to be, but sometimes it gets a little intense being this aware. So one of the things that we talked about is that the body is this living, breathing, amazing, amazing creation machine. And most of us, since a very young age, have been fighting with our bodies, right? We've been judging it. We've been throwing judgments and slang and swear words and you're a piece of crap and oh, you have to eat this and you have to eat this. Now, if any of us chose a relationship where the person we were in relationship with was as demanding and unkind to us as we've been to our bodies, we would have left a long time ago. But our bodies are attached to us. We chose them for a reason because our bodies have, and this is my belief, okay? This is my belief. My personal belief is that every single one of your bodies has within it the possibility to create a future that doesn't yet exist. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Each of you, now when I say that, is it light to you? That's how you know whether it's true or a lie for you. Or if it's not light, then maybe you bought a lie. But each of you has within you the capacity and the magic and the information to literally change the world, transform the planet. But the information you have, it doesn't yet exist on the planet as a reality. It's inside of your body. Okay? And most of you have been fighting to let that thing out. So you're gaining weight, you're getting diseased, you get migraines, you get headaches, you're fighting with your body. Why? Because your body's like, now's the time, people. Now's the time. Now's the time to be happy. Now's the time to choose more consciousness. Now's the time, right? And you're like, I can't do it. I can't let my secret information that will contribute to changing the planet out because I might explode, right? Or it might be bad for my family. And so, yeah, can you guys resonate? If you can resonate, thumbs up, hearts, share as much as possible. Yeah, we love your likes. We love your hearts. And we love if you share with someone and say, oh my God, I think she's talking to you. You should definitely check this out. Because my friends, your bodies literally, truly desire to contribute a greater future to you. They want to create with you. They want to be happy. So start asking, body, what foods would be fun for you today? Body, what foods would make you feel sexy, right? When you start to embody the joy of what's actually possible, lifetimes and miracles. Sandy said, OMG, so true. Yeah, baby. So cool. Chris says, yes. So everyone here who commented, you'll be receiving a quick message from Messenger, and then Chris from Catherine's team, so Chris Wood from Catherine's team will reach out to you personally with the link, right? This will be either tonight or tomorrow morning, as soon as we fix the link. But mark your calendar, come play on the live class, and one of you will receive a free 30-minute private session with me. Would that be a contribution? Would you guys like that? Hearts or thumbs up if you think having a private session with me would be cool. It won't create any change. We won't have any fun. I promise to be as mean to you as I possibly can. Oh, ha. Oh, I love it. You guys are awesome. Right. Thank you, Chris Incognito, says Sonia. You're so welcome. I'll say thank you for Chris because I know and talk about joy. Chris has been, and can we just like give Chris some major props because she has been such a contribution in the way that she keeps contributing with total no point of view. When I'm like, hey, can we do this thing last minute? By the way, it requires 5 hours of your time, right? And she just has been showing up, and actually my whole team has been showing up, and I'm so grateful for them. So I'm going to give a little golf clap of appreciation and gratitude. Eva says, super, super. We're going to be in Hungary in November 7th through the 10th in Hungary. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. Let's see, No Judgment Diet, the live events. We're going to be in Aspen in May. I'm going to be in Edmonton, Canada in June. I believe I'm looking, I might stay in Aspen for the summer because it's so darn nice. But in the fall, we might go to London. Where else am I going? I know I'm going some other cool places. Edmonton, Canada, Paris in October. Paris, Sonia, you and me, we're going to go for a dance, baby. Cool. Awesome. You rock, Chris. Thank you, says Sandy. Chris, you are a superstar, says Sonia. Totally. All my team members are. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Let me answer Barbara's question. See, I didn't forget. Barbara, if you're still on, I'm coming back up to your question. So Barbara, in the very beginning, patiently, thank you for waiting. She asked, how do you keep the energy growing around a class? So for any of you who are bars facilitators or access consciousness certified facilitators, and if any of you have put up a class, you know, or tried to host a class, or tried to contribute to a class, or put up your own online class, or tried to get clients, you know the challenge sometimes of creating a class. You know how some classes are like, woohoo! And other classes, it's like pulling teeth. Okay. So one of the things that, you know, in this question that she's asking, how do you keep the energy going around a class? I have to say that I've probably fudged this up. Notice I didn't swear, because if we go on iTunes, right? No explicits. So, the energy growing around a class is you be in interesting point of view and total question. Right. And so we're looking at today, we were looking at the classes in Edmonton. So I'm doing an intro class for the No Judgment Diet called Discover the Joy and Magic That's Possible with Your Body. You know, and I, of course, get excited about the title of that class, but how many people actually want joy and magic in their bodies? We'll see what happens. So it's just about being willing to be an energy and no point of view and let the class contribute. So a couple things logistically that you can do is, one, you can literally remove all of the projections that are on you, all the rejections that are on you, all the projections that are on the class, all the rejections that you have of you putting a class out there. Right? So you remove all the projections. And access, we call them the PES Juniors. Those are in the foundation manual, which is totally freaking brilliant. So get your butt to a foundation class. Don't come to Aspen. Don't come fly and come take a class with myself and actually my good friend Kiara Hang, who also lives in Aspen. We're going to be co-facilitating a couple of bars and foundations in Aspen. One in Edmonton coming up in May. So but take all the PES Juniors, right? The projections, the rejections, the expectation, take them off the class, take them off of you, take it like the pressure off, right? And then go, okay, if I was being totally interesting point of view with this class and I had no reference points from the past, no sad, depressed, but I already tried that once, but I put out a class and nobody came. Like, so what? I've put out classes and I've had 0 people. Who cares? Right? It's part of the, wow, what did I do? When I had 0 people, you know I had 0 people because I assumed people would come. I didn't do the work, right? I didn't talk to the class. I didn't say hi to the class. I didn't do an energy poll. I didn't do all of those things that you can be doing. Woo! Look at that. Okay, cool. Chris says, Edmonton is the Paris of Canada. That's so funny. Nope, but you can watch a movie. Otherwise, you can watch inspirational videos on YouTube. You choose. I'm going to test you afterwards. So one of the things that you can do when you guys are putting up classes, so this is how I like using relationship as an analogy for how, like, so imagine going on a first date with someone and you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I cannot wait to see what we create in this first date. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm happy. Oh my God, what's going to get created? And you go on the first date and you're like, wow, this is going to be a really cool energy. We're going to have an awesome relationship. And then you go on a second date. And on the second date, the person that you were really excited to be in a relationship could not give two rats craps about you. They're more interested in their Instagram account on their phone. And they're like, and they're not paying attention. They're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the next day they're like, can I come over? And they come over to your house and they're like, what do you got for me for food? Right? But you're like, what happens is the only way to keep a relationship going is to energize it, to be curious, to ask it questions, to ask how you can contribute to it, right? So I always ask, and it's like, oh, call that person. Oh, put an ad in the paper. Oh, do a podcast on it. Oh, do a Facebook Live. Like constantly being in the question of, well, where do you want to eat tonight? Who do you want to eat with? What kinds of people would you like to play with today? So in order to create a class, and I don't know if you're still on, but hopefully you'll go back and watch. In order to create a class and continue the energy of the class is you literally have to continue to be interesting point of view, wake up every day. So I actually did this, and I got this idea this week, is I started a calendar, and I have this tiny little calendar, but it's got the entire year. And what I do is I'm going to hang it up. I'm not finished. Okay, good job. I'm not done filling it out, but I'm going to fill it out with every class I have and every class all over the world. And I'm going to wake up in the morning every day and I'm going to say hi to every class, right? And see what it creates. And so in order to keep the energy growing, the biggest thing is no point of view and no judgment. Because think about your relationships. What keeps your relationships? And, you know, Barbara, you in particular have had a very long lasting, awesome marriage. And so what keeps your relationship going? What are the things that you do to stay engaged in the relationship when it's not going so well? When maybe one of you is having a bad day, what do? Apply that to how you grow your classes. Is that smart or what? I think it's smart. Oh, cool. Yeah. So start to engage and be curious, because every class, every country, every situation is totally different. And if you assume that you know the answer, you're being a jerk to you and the people who could come find you. I'm going to say that again. If you think you have the answer or you think you know the answer, you're being a jerk to you and everybody who's looking for you. Okay? Right? It is no fun to be in a relationship with someone who is judging the crap out of you. Oh my God, you're having that as a latte? Oh my God, you had 3 coffees today? Oh my God, now you're having a piece of cake? I thought you said you wanted to lose weight. Oh my God, now you're eating chicken? What is wrong with you? I don't want to have sex with you because you're gaining weight. Like, who wants to be in a relationship like that? Nobody. So when you guys project at your classes, you project at you expect, you're literally ruining the relationship that's possible, and you're ruining people coming to play and find you. Yeah, it is brilliant, right? Cool. Oh my God. Excited for you to come to the UK. Well, I don't know when I'm coming to the UK. We don't have the dates yet. I'm definitely coming to Paris. So don't not come to Paris. Paris would be very bad. And I'm really excited because in the next little bit, we are working on those of you that are bars facilitators and those of you that are certified facilitators. We're going to start to make it available to you to start to facilitate intro, no judgment diet classes. But you got to do the 90-day course online, right? And you also have to have attended either live or online 2 no judgment diet tasters. And then you will be able to start to facilitate these classes and facilitate intros right? And we're going to be giving you guys like business ideas because I'm full of them. Those of you that are in the March Madness, you know that I am full of business ideas. We'll be opening up the March Madness again in the future, so you definitely won't want to miss that. We've got so many cool things happening. I'm so excited. Bucharest, I would love it. I actually, Danielle, I might be coming to Romania. I don't know if it's in Bucharest. I forget who the woman is. Oh, her face is like right here, and she's beautiful and amazing. She might even be on, right? I might be coming to Bucharest in November of next year. But I think, aren't Romania and Hungary pretty close together? So I would love, woohoo! Oh my God, wow, right. Who, and Chris says NJD 90 day is life-changing, but would you guys be excited to be able to start facilitate no judgment diet intro classes, either online or in person all around the world? Right? Because if we're going to get 10 million bodies out of judgment and we're going to like fly on planes all over the world without anyone on the plane having any judgment, right? Oh, the magic and the, I got like, obviously I am a total giddy kid waiting for you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Danielle. And I don't know if I'm saying if it's Daniel or Danielle. So Daniel's probably more the male version. Cool. Oh my gosh. So stay tuned because we are going to be putting together, I'm putting my team to work, my poor team. Actually, they're not poor. They're amazing. They chose to be abused by me by being on my team. So anyways, I adore you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Wow, we did a whole hour. So stay tuned for the link. I'm going to hang up and I'm going to go try and fix it and get down and dirty to business. So we had like a different email address than we did have the link. So we just have a couple things we're fixing on the back end. And as soon as we fix it, put on your calendar 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I believe in, let's see, 6-hour difference in London. So that would be 9 p.m. I believe in Rome, it's 10 p.m. And I think, sorry, Paris, it's 11 p.m., right? Because is it 11 p.m. in Paris right now? 8-hour difference? I think so. Cool. All right. So has this been a contribution? Okay. Has this been an aha? Yeah? Cool. So I would love for you guys to please share this on your wall, invite people to the Facebook Live tomorrow, 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. And what's your aha, right? What is one thing that you're walking away, you're like, Catherine, you just fried my brain. We have so much information. You just totally fried us and you want us to give you an aha. But if you do have an aha, they're huge contributions to us so we can continue to contribute to you what you're asking for and what would help you create your life greater. Oh, it's 10 p.m. in Paris, same time as Rome. Okay, not so bad. So, oh, I love the hearts. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Cool. Ahas, post your ahas. I might give away a prize. Can't guarantee it, but maybe we'll give something away. What's your ahas? I'm waiting, patiently waiting. Ooh, I am going to give away a prize. But you got to post your ahas. Oh, you're so welcome, Sonia. Thank you so much. Ahas. Yeah. I mean, like literally, my cute friend. You guys are amazing. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. That's awesome. So funny. The NJD rocks. Aha, aha, aha. As my rich Jewish lady would say, aha. All right, my friends, so go out and be amazing. You are such a gift to the world. If you want to join us tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we'll see you there. We can't wait, and maybe I'll see you somewhere in the world, hug you in person, and play with the possibilities. My friends, your bodies, their natural state is to heal and be happy. Their natural state is to heal and be happy, so you better freaking get your happy on, right? Because it takes way too much energy and effort being depressed. Treat my class like my family. Yeah. All right. So I don't know if you have it, but I'm going to give it to Barbara because she put herself out there by asking the question today. The ease, joy, and glory clearing loop. We have an ease, joy, and glory clearing loop. We are going to gift that to you. I probably give away prizes tomorrow too. Why? Because I kind of like to. It's fun for me. Ooh. So Paula says, my body that I have been trying to fix for so many years isn't even my crap. Oh my God, Paula, you and I speak the same language. So for 20 years, I thought that the crap with my body was mine. I spent over $250,000 when I realized it wasn't mine. It was like life-changing. It was life-changing. And so I started to be like, body, what do you like to do? Body, what do you like to? And on the live class, I'll probably be delivering like 10 different questions to give you guys that will light you up, right? Ooh, and I just got another idea. Woohoo! Chastity says, I just love NJD. I literally stopped judging my body like right after watching the tasters. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Yeah, Daniel, you're welcome. Ava, thank you. All right, my friends. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3 p.m. on the live class if you want the chance to have a free 30-minute session with me. Woohoo! Thank you to my team. Thank you guys for being here. I adore you. We'll see you next time, wherever we are in the world, and look out for the link. Bye for now.